Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again at the gold market. So today we have prepared a bit specific report, fundamental report, where we almost not talking about gold market directly. We're not considering demand, supply, some news around the gold market, except some moments. And mostly we were talking about the environment in what gold market stands right now. To give you the understanding of the real background where the gold market stands. And by analyzing this background, you better understand the reasons why the gold market in long term should keep upside tendency. Yes, really good performing market always attract a lot of speculators, and they make the performance of the market more volatile, more wobbling, which makes difficult process of the decision-making trading process, but it never breaks the major tendency. The major tendency is based on absolutely different factors. And since in the fundamental part of the report, we're mostly talking about the investing in the gold, keeping it for the wealth preservation, buying without the leverage or at very low leverage if you trade futures, for example. So based on these factors, this clearly shows that we're stand somewhere in the beginning of the big production in the gold. So all the stuff that have happened previously before that, it was mostly the preparation. So most active stage, it's yet to start. And you will see from the factors that we analyze that are coming on the surface, some news that you could see right now, some moments that actually previously you can't even think about it, and it's becoming true and come true. And based on this, we just do not see any reasons to suggest that the rally is over. So I hope that you will find it interesting. Returning back to the technical moments, if you take a look at the daily chart, Friday performance has formed some kind of the doji pattern that indicates either indecision or just a reaction on the daily oversold. Right now, I do not see a lot of things to do on a weekly daily basis. So those who trade on a daily chart using the weekly as a direction, because on the weekly chart we have bullish trend, but on the daily performance we do not see yet that the market is ready to turn bullish. And actually on the weekly chart we are waiting for some pattern that is not formed yet. So probably if it will be formed, it will be formed within a couple of weeks. And overall appearance suggests that market still could keep going lower, and actually we would like to see it a bit lower, because weekly pattern should be ready for trading somewhere in an area between 21.95 to 22.50. This is an area where theoretically it should be formed. From that standpoint, this ABCD pattern where market stands, if it will continue, that will be even better. Just because we will get great pattern on the weekly, and trading process will be much easier, because we will understand where we are, what the pattern we have, and it's just will be common thing for us. Currently, because of that, on the daily chart, since we don't have any other patterns, trend stands bearish. Market is not ready for taking a long position by far. And that's why if you trade on the daily using the trend on the weekly chart as a direction, it's not many things to do right now for you. Mostly the only trading positions that you could take stands on intraday charts, and if you're a scalp trader you could consider some of them. Particularly speaking, if we'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, let's have a look what we have on the payrolls report. First of all, returning to our grabber pattern that has been formed, we suggest possible upward action above this area. You can see that spike has happened indeed, but it was not as strong as we thought. So here's market has shown this upward action, but it hasn't reached this level. The market dropped. At the same time, I do not see good background for taking short position here by a few reasons. First of all, if we take a look at the daily chart, market stands very close to the oversold, right? So you can't use in the current circumstances stop selling order for entry. Usually, sometimes we use stop selling orders below the lows. That shows its efficiency, but currently it's not good idea just because market stands very close to the oversold, and you will have to place entry stop order right around oversold area, which is bad. So second moment, we have clearly here falling wedge pattern that potentially bullish and suggests that the market could show a bit deeper pullback first, higher pullback, before downside continuation happens. So diversion still stands in place, and more interesting is that on Friday performance we've got, well, I call it as a 2-bar grabber. So it is it looks differently, not as normal grabber, common grabber, but it carries absolutely the same feature. When the market first breaks trend down and then immediately returns right back up, I treat it as a fake trend shift and treat this performance together as a grabber pattern, which suggests also possible taking out with the stop. I'm not talking about really some strategical upward action. I'm talking about just higher pullback, higher retracement, but this retracement might give us really much better entry opportunity if we intend to go short. Besides, this performance around the lows makes me treat it, and it looks like some kind of the wash and rinse, because take a look, it was just minor spike here below the lows, stops have been grabbed here and market return at back up. So I suggest that this might be kind of the wash and rinse. All the stuff together, well, not really good background to consider taking the short position right here. Of course, everything could happen, but we're based our decisions on our analysis, and what I see makes me do not consider taking the short positions by far. So the only pattern that you could try to trade if you're a scalp trader, trade on intraday charts, this is 2-bar grabber. So invalidation point will be right here, target will be above the stop, minimum target. But if market will keep going higher, breaking the wedge, so maybe it will be more extended upward pullback. That's unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, but actually that's all that we have currently for trading on the gold market. So let's see what the performance we get in the beginning of next week.